Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Today's still Wednesday, December 11th, 2024. Back with another episode. Thank y'all again for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Truly grateful. I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas. Those of you who believe in that, you know I do. And if you don't believe in it, it's a pagan holiday. Y'all know my spiel. You ain't got to celebrate it. But as for me and mine, it's a Merry Christmas over here. Happy holidays. And don't base it just off material stuff. I had many a holidays, many a Christmases. Well, honestly, I didn't think I was going to make it to that Christmas. So when the Christmas actually came, when I tell you, I know for a fact, you can truly be happy and have a Merry Christmas with no money, no presents, none of that. I know for a fact, from my own personal experience, you can have a happy, very Merry Christmas without all the other stuff that you probably worried about that you ain't gonna have. So you worried about it. Oh Lord, Christmas right around the corner. I ain't got this. The baby want this. My son want this. I want that. I ain't got it. Oh Lord, this Christmas gonna be messed up. There's a lot of people right now saying Christmas gonna be messed up for them. Even if they live, if they're able to wake up through the grace of God and the creek don't rise on Christmas morning, there's still gonna be some people sad about it because they weren't able to get this, that, and the other. They didn't have this. They weren't able to buy this. They weren't. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can have. It's all a mindset. A very Merry Christmas with no money. Because guess what? If you happen to wake up Christmas morning, somebody didn't. And it could be somebody that had all the gifts, all the money. One of them people that you see on them car commercials every year around Christmas. I always wanted to have it like that. Y'all remember them? Y'all know them car commercials? You know, GMC trucks and Chevy and all them car commercials, like BMW. Every year during Christmas, they come out, it be snowing, big beautiful house. The husband pull up with him and his wife, matching cars, matching BMW for Christmas with the bow on the front of it. I'm like, man, I want to have a Christmas like that. Y'all know the commercials I'm talking about, right? They play them every year during Christmas. I'm like, man, them the luckiest son bitches in the world right there on Christmas. Every Christmas they get new cars. It's snowing. The snow is beautiful. It ain't that old wet, sloshy snow. It's that beautiful, that thick, pretty snow on the commercial. And the wife in the house and the Christmas tree is beautiful. The fireplace going. The golden retriever running around the house with the bell tied around his neck. And all of a sudden you hear the doorbell ring. And it's the husband coming to the house. And he tells the wife to look outside. And there's two BMWs out there, one for him, one for her. Some of us think we have to have that kind of Christmas to have a Merry Christmas. I remember I used to see that, like, well, I want that. But I done had many a Christmas where I ain't have a damn thing but some breath going through my nostrils. I was able to breathe some air. Breathe in that God. Breathing in God. If God's still allowing you to breathe him into your conscious, that's a Merry Christmas right there. Because this God, every time you take in a breath, when Adam and Eve was formed, he blew his breath into their nostrils, which is the oxygen we breathe. We breathe in God. In case y'all remember. Some of y'all ain't never thought about it like that, don't know the story. Or you gonna come tell me, nah, big boy, you got the wrong story. It wasn't this, one of you dudes telling me what I had wrong about the Bible. But anyway, so I just wanted to touch bases on that right now. Have a Merry Christmas, y'all. With or without money. If you're able to breathe in that God every day, if you wake up with God in your nostril, if God breathed his breath into your nostril Christmas morning, you had a Merry Christmas. I promise you. No matter what's under that damn tree or what's not under there. Now let's get on to the topic. I was looking at a post on Facebook. Hey, y'all already know, Facebook. Before YouTube, I was a Facebook comedian. 5,000 almost Facebook friends. I almost reached my limit. Everybody laughing at my posts and commenting. I was that guy. But I ain't been on Facebook as much because YouTube took over for me. I don't post much on Facebook. I got kind of tired of posting on Facebook because they a little more politically correct than YouTube. Got to where you can't hardly say nothing, you can't post nothing on Facebook either. I could copy a post that I got off Facebook and post it on Facebook and then get in trouble. I'm like, how y'all find I'm getting me in trouble for what I took off your site? It's not something I added myself. I just shared something that was already on there, and then I get in trouble. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, so I kind of backed up off Facebook. But I tend to go there time and time now from time to time, because I do this. And I get some interesting topics from Facebook, like this one to me. It's interesting to me. I was reading an article on Facebook said that Elon Musk is was he the first individual man to hit 400 billion? Elon Musk is at $400 billion and counting. And the article was like, he was the first man to do that. So I'm like, wow. Somebody like me saying, wow, that's awesome. It makes me want to thrive and do my best and be the best that I can be. Reading that article about Elon Musk with 400 billion, not million, billion. Somebody with my mindset, a successful mindset, a congratulatory mindset, a mindset that's happy to see other people win when they put in their hard work. I'm happy to see it pay off for you. Somebody with my mindset, when I see that article about Elon Musk, I'm saying, wow, that's a go-getter right there. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't want 400 billion, but I want to be as successful, be my best, get as much as I can, accomplish and achieve as much as I can before I leave. That's what I said when I saw the article about Elon Musk at 400 billion. Congratulations. I'm on my way. I'm doing the best that I can to get there. I'm going to try hard. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to grind nonstop. Sun up, sun down. Like not a sun down. I'm still grinding on here. I ain't driving the truck right now, but now I'm on here. I'm grinding. So, if I make it, not if, but when I make it, don't y'all go to talking no shit about look at him. He got that money. Now. Don't forget about the 5 subscribers I had. Still making 3 videos a day. Every day. No matter how many views I got. Don't y'all forget that. Some people have a tendency of once they see you after the hard work and paid off, they want to talk shit. Hence, what I'm talking about with Elon Musk. In the comments on the post, that is extreme. That is extremely too much money for a man to have. Then another one. If I had that money, I would help the poor people. You know, they always gonna show up. See, they ain't helping poor people now. They need $400 billion before they help poor people. But they might have $200-300 in their pocket right now. Ain't gonna give a poor person $3. The main one talking that smack is the ones that ride right past the homeless dude that's holding up the sign. Won't give him $1. And they just got paid. Paid right on by him. But if they were like Elon Musk and had $400 million, they'll help the poor folks, the homeless folks. Only if they had $400 billion. But they ain't helping nobody right now because they ain't got $400 billion. Talking, running their mouth. So I said, when's the last time you helped somebody now? I ain't got the money like Elon Musk. You ain't got to have the money like Elon Musk to help somebody. I help people all the time. I ain't got nowhere near that. Not telling you what I do. I ain't going to tell you specifically what I do, but my point is, you can still help people with whatever you got. Help is help. To somebody who ain't got no money, you give them $2 is a help. $2, if you just got paid and you got $500, $2 ain't no big deal. You know, that ain't gonna hurt you. No more than Elon Musk with $400 billion giving somebody $100,000. So y'all want him to give his money away, but you gonna keep yours. You ain't gonna give away $2. Now I big what I be helping for. I help the homeless. I give them $20. Okay. Shoe don't fit, don't wear it. But the majority, and you probably ain't one of the people that's on Facebook either, talking about Elon Musk. The people that's actually out here helping folks, putting in the work, doing things for other people, they ain't on Facebook talking shit about Elon Musk. So if you one of the people that actually helping folks, you ain't one of the people that's on Facebook talking about Elon, what he doing with his money. You out here doing, you ain't got time for that. You out here doing it yourself. I got a friend, a co-worker of mine named Jimmy. One of the true Christians that I know, one of the few real Christians that I vouch for and say, he really is a follower of Christ. I know many of people say they follow Christ, but Jimmy is one that I know for a fact that actually I can vouch for and say, if there is a Christ, and if there is somebody that's living for Christ, if I don't know nobody else, I know Jimmy is. So every year, really pretty much all throughout the year, but during the holiday season, Jimmy always come to me because he know I'm going to help him. You know, that time of year, man, I want to take some socks and some this and some that and just dot to the homeless. He all at work. To regular working common folk. We ain't rich. And got the boxes and all that. Homeless and poor people all on his mind. While everybody else going along they lives, Jimmy thinking about the homeless folks, the poor folks. Hey, Big Ward, I know you help me every year, so you know it's that time again. I got you, Jimmy. Some money, some donations and time or whatever to pass out socks, coats, blankets, you name it, food to the homeless. Jimmy do this all year long and ramp it up around Christmas, and I help him. He already know who to come to. All he gotta do is remind me because I have so much other stuff going on. You know, he gotta remind me, but he know. See, that's what I'm talking about. Jimmy ain't on Facebook talking about Elon Musk. Jimmy out here helping the homeless. Jimmy actually getting it done. Jimmy don't have $400 billion. Like you saying, if you had Elon Musk money, what you would be doing. So I said, well, why don't you go get it then? So you can do it. Instead of sitting around talking about what the hell he's doing with his money. The point of this video is, don't be a hater. Don't be a pocket watcher. Somebody with that mindset, if you have the mindset that one man don't need to have all that money, if you got the mindset that he needs to be doing this, that, and helping this and that and other folk with that money, you got that mindset, you ain't gonna never have nothing. Never. you're going to always be broke and struggling. And ain't going to know why. I'm telling you why you're going to always be broke and struggling, because you're a hater. You can't have what you hate. If you hate people that's prosperous, you hate people with money, guess who ain't going to be one? You. Because what we hate, we tend to push away from us because we don't want it in our lives, because it makes us feel bad. So whatever you hating, if you hating to see somebody else successful, guess who ain't going to be successful? You. If you hating to see somebody else with millions of dollars, guess who ain't going to have? And you might say, well, I don't want no millions. Well, that's fine. If you don't want it, keep hating, because you sure ain't going to get it. It's fine if you one of them people that don't want nothing. You don't want to be successful. You don't want to be a millionaire. You don't want to be able to live the life that you dreamed of. Oh, maybe you ain't dreaming that life. Well, if you don't want that, then keep right, by all means, keep hating. Because as long as you hating, you ain't going to have whatever it is you hating on. If somebody body right, they built, they in great shape, and you hating, look at him, he always got his shirt out, he think he is, and you going to stay a fat F. Whatever you hating on, you'll never have. You can't have what you hate. Keep that in mind. Listen to me. You cannot have what you hate. I remember, I told y'all this story. I didn't know I was a hater at the time, because I wasn't intending to be. I'm not a hater. But if you ain't careful, hanging around the wrong people, be careful who you hang around. Be careful the company you keep. You hang with some haters, you'll end up being a hater yourself. Example, I ain't never been a hater in my life. But at the job, when I was a company driver, I was making like $14 an hour or something like that. That was like $15 the top I'd pay. And as y'all know, that's struggling money with a family. So quite natural, I'm struggling. All other company employees struggling. Ain't none of us talking about being no boss, having our own business. We truck drivers. We see owner operators with their own trucks, 3-4 trucks, business owners, doing the same thing we doing, but they got new cars, new homes, stuff like that. But now, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. What we gonna do, we gonna stand around this time clock and talk ish about the owner, about what he can be paying us, what he can be giving us. He don't even give us no Christmas bonus. He don't give us no turkey for Thanksgiving. He don't do this. He don't do this. He can pay more than this. We deserve this. We deserve that. Them rich people, they don't care about nobody but themselves. And as long as I was standing around that time clock with them, talking that yang, I stayed struggling. What helped me get out of that? Because I've never been a hater before in my life. Like I said, I didn't even realize I was hating. It's just that I got around these people here, and that was the norm, to sit around and talk about the owner. Next thing I know, I found myself talking about the owner too. And I didn't feel right about that. Because I'm going against who I naturally am. I'm not a hater. But I'm hanging around the other employees that's talking noise about the boss man. That man didn't start his company so I can get rich. He didn't start his company so I can provide a great life for my family. He started his company for him and his family. Then I had a brilliant idea just come out of nowhere. It's a big word. If you want what he got, you got to do what he do. He ain't standing around a time clock talking about other rich folks. He making it happen. He made something happen. The owner of the company that I was working for used to be an employee at that company. He worked his way up. And he got a break. The owner of the company put the company up for sale. He went in there and worked the deal out with him. And the rest is history. That don't work for everybody, Big Ward. Yes, it do. It works for me. My first truck, I ain't have no credit or no money to buy a truck. I worked a deal out. Because once I got my mindset off hating on the rich man and put my mindset on how can I become a rich man myself, ideas started coming to me. How can I get a truck? I ain't got no money, no credit, nothing like that. Next thing you know, one of my coworkers was selling his truck. How much you want for it? He said, how much you want? I'm like, man, the truck I'm in now. I'm like, man, I ain't really got no money right now, blah, blah, blah. He said, look, I tell you what, God put it on my heart. That's what that man told me. He said, God put it on his heart to let me get the truck and just make payments on it. No money down, no credit, nothing. Just hop in the truck, drive it. And when I get paid, they take a little portion out of my check and give it to them. I paid that truck out in 5 months. It's been on ever since. Where there's a will, there's a way. First, you got to stop hating on the people that's where you would like to be. And start congratulating them. Start being happy for them. Feel that joy for them. And you will attract it to you. I promise you. When I got my ass around that time clock, talking about the owner and the boss man, this and that, and start saying, how can I do what he did? Because I want what he got. Not his, but the saying is, if you want what he got, you got to do what he did. You can't do what the hell you want to do and expect to get his results. You're only going to get the results of what you do. I'm trying to put you on some game now. Get your ass off Facebook and anywhere else you may be talking noise about rich folks, talking about don't nobody need to have that much money that they didn't work for. Elon Musk worked for that. Jeff Bezos worked for that. Where his workers, his employees, damn them employees. And I've been an employee all my life, and I still say, the hell with that. He is not responsible for making their lives better. They are. Take responsibility for your own life. It is not the person you work for responsibility to make sure you're making what you want to make. Once I realized that, I started making what I want to make. That's going to go with a lot of y'all head. Stop expecting the person you work for to give you what you want to make. That ain't what he's there for. That company you work for, that slave plantation you own, that's only to benefit your master. It's not to benefit the slave. Where they do that at? What slave plantation ever benefited the slave? Where they do that at? And if you haven't realized it by now, we slaves. Unless you got your own. Some of y'all still gonna say, big boy, you still a slave, you gotta work for, no, you ain't gotta work for no damn body. If you got a few million, you can say the hell with everybody, I ain't working no more, and you be done. You said. When you own the company, you service who you want to service. I don't care what y'all talking about nah, big boy, you still got to answer somebody. The law. Because you go in any business, most of them have a sign up saying, we reserve the right to refuse service to anybody. That means I'll let customer always write stuff. No. Go in there and act a fool and watch they put your ass out of there. They don't want your money. Your money is no good here. Be your own. I know everybody ain't with that. Some of y'all, everybody ain't meant to be the boss. Somebody got to be the Indian. Everybody ain't meant to be the chief. And ain't nothing wrong with that. All I'm saying is no matter what your lot is in life, if you choose to not be the boss, if you choose not to do what the boss did to get what he got, ain't nothing wrong with you being an employee. Somebody got to do it. All I'm saying is don't hate off the man that did what you wasn't willing to do. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing wrong if you don't want to be the boss. There's nothing wrong if you don't want to have your own company, your own business. You prefer, you're more comfortable. You know, you got benefits, you got this, that, you got a steady pay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, if that's what you want, be happy with that, but don't be talking noise to my, don't nobody deserve to have that much money, because you ain't willing to do what they willing to do. Having a business, having that kind of, it take way more work than what a lot of y'all doing. Y'all, I mean, I work 10 hours a day. No, a business on a lot of, we working 24. You ain't got to believe me. You just go punch your time clock, work your 8 to 10 hours, and go home. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But keep your mouth off the man that's still working when you at home sleep. The man that finally his thing paid off for him and he became a millionaire. And you still living check to check. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but leave that man alone. Get the hate out your heart. Elon Musk, all them boys put in work. Every time you see a post about one of them millionaires and billionaires, somebody on there talking about what they could be doing with that money. If I had that money, I'd be doing this. Well, do what it takes to get the money. If it's that important to you to be able to feed the homeless, go get the money then. Nah, but you want to spend his money. You don't want to put in the work that he put in to get it, but you still want to be able to spend it how you think it should be spent. However you think it should be spent, go make it and then spend it that way. You would not have what you hating on. Whatever you hate, you can't have. You hate a millionaire, you'll never be a millionaire. And you may be okay with that. You hate a person with a nice body, you'll never have a nice body. But keep this in mind also. Anything in this world you want, you can have. But there's some rules to this stuff out in the color. I got to be careful about, You follow the rules, you follow the principles, you follow the laws. There are some laws and principles in the Bible that if you follow them, you'll get rich. I know a lot of y'all find that hard to believe. The Bible teaches you how to get rich. A lot of y'all talking about God don't care about nobody being rich. God don't want nobody poor. Jesus came to give life and life more abundantly. He ain't just talking about in the afterlife. You follow his commandments, his rules here, you'll prosper. Like one of them, don't get drunk and high. Don't be gambling, gluttony, overspending. Feel the thing, Don't hate, appreciate. If you appreciate, you won't have to hate. Because you're going to have whatever it is you happy to see somebody else with. I promise you. Get it, got it, good. Bye.